If you want to build a strong body for a strong life, you are in the right place because we have got a functional training strength workout today, and the only equipment you need will be your dumbbells. So let's go ahead, let's talk equipment, just those dumbbells today. We'll be on the mat for a few of the exercises, so if you have a cushy surface as well. Dumbbell weight, ideally, you will lift moderately heavy to heavy relative to you in the exercises that we are doing. Just a couple exercises where we'll be more in that heavy realm, where most of them will be that moderately heavy weight. Again, listen to your body, choose accordingly. These are going to be challenging today because we've got a lot of balance and stability work. Again, really good for that strong life. The structure today, now this is a little bit of a mouthful because we are training a no repeat structure unilaterally. So unilateral means we're gonna be working one side of the body and then the other. With this workout today, we're gonna work 40 seconds on one side, get 10 seconds of rest, work 40 seconds on the other side, then get 20 seconds to rest. There are a total of 20 exercises, 10 per each side of the body. And with that, let's go ahead and get into our warm up. We're gonna start with a good morning and reach. So just right here, reach it out nice and long spine, and then pull and squeeze up. Back down and push those hips forward. Woo, feeling a good stretch through the hamstrings, through the back and the shoulders. 2 more. And last one. Now we're gonna keep the legs straight and we're gonna just take and reach fingertips to opposite side toe here. Same side. We'll work one side and then the other. So already warming up through the balance. Let's do 3 and then we'll switch. Here's 2. And last one. So other side here. And this is full body. We are gonna really work through the upper body and the lower body and massively hit the core. So this is gonna be an awesome core workout without one crunch. So this is really deep into the core that we're gonna be working today. Last 2 and 1. Low sumo, now legs out, toes out wide. Dropping it down, warming up here through the hips. Now just press those knees back, rock it side to side, keeping your spine long. We're gonna bring our hands up right above the knees. So right here, bringing those hands up. Now we're dropping a shoulder and then switch. Still as you go, you can kind of press back on those legs to open up through the hips. Last 2 and 1. From here, grabbing some lighter weight. I'm gonna use 15 pounds. We're gonna do a squat to press, alternating tap. And then we're gonna go into an RDL with alternating row. So again, something not super heavy, but just enough to wake those muscles up. So here we go, squat it down. Come up to press. As you press, you're gonna tap a toe in and then back down. Now squat, other side as you press and tap. Couple more here. Last one, and then we'll go into our RDL with alternating row. Whoo, there it is. Roll those shoulders back, hinge it down, row it up one side and the other, then back to stand. Good, back down. Squeeze, exhale. Squeeze through those hams and glutes. Wrap the shoulder blade around. Other side. We'll do one more and then we'll get right into it. These last 2 weighted exercises here lead right into our first few exercises. Pull and squeeze. All right, we're getting down to business. Starting out with a staggered squat to press. You're just gonna need one dumbbell, opposite hand to opposite leg working. So grab one dumbbell. This one we're gonna keep it moderately heavy. Grab your weights and let's do this. And if you want to get your watch started for this workout today, I'm using the functional strength training on my Apple Watch. One dumbbell. Whew, I'm going with a 15 pound for this one. Staggered squat, all this weight in the forward leg, dumbbell in this other hand, and here we go. Drop it down, press it all the way up. Exhale as you press up. Take that dumbbell all the way down here on the shoulder, all the way to the top. Almost there. Then we'll get 10 seconds to switch it up. Whew. All right, last 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds, switch it over. Now, as we work with these weights, try to keep the weight the same for each side, just to keep things even. Bring it up, other side, and here we go, 40 seconds. Down and press. Keeping this weight here on this forward leg. Core is engaged. Dropping that bum down nice and low. Keeping that chest up. Now, especially during any workout, I don't want to say especially during a functional, but either way, form, keep that in the forefront of your mind. If the weight starts to get too heavy, go body weight or drop that weight down a little bit, because form is crucial here as we're training our muscles to get strong for life. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, I mentioned heavy weights. This next exercise is one where grab some heavier weight. We're going into a single arm bent over row. So one side and then the other. You can use this leg here for some support. You can keep those legs even and work just one side. And here we go. Row and squeeze. Try to keep that spine nice and long. Chest parallel to the floor. All the way down. Squeeze, hold it for a second. And back. Working through that full range of motion. Exhale as you pull and squeeze up. Right here, wrap that shoulder blade around, hold it. Control it down. Keeping your wrist straight. Last 3, hold it up for 2 and 1. 10 seconds, switch it over to that other side. All right, bringing it down, 3 seconds, here's 2, and we row. Wrap and squeeze, hold it, and down all the way. When I say all the way down, I want you to let those muscles through the back get that nice stretch. I am almost tapping my dumbbell all the way on the ground. I'm tapping one side down to keep myself consistent with that let down there, and then squeeze, hold it. Not trying to rush today, taking our time. Think about elongating through that spine, almost there. Woo! Last 3, hold it up for 2 and 1. Nice job. All right, balance work now. Now this time we're gonna use 2 dumbbells. We're going into a single leg bicep curl. Try to keep it on that heavier side, but it is going to be a challenge with the single leg balance. So that'll go into play when you're picking out your weight. I'm gonna go with 15s here. Bring that leg up or kickstand it out in front. And here we go, 40 seconds on. All the way down. Squeeze, exhale, all the way up. Tighten up through the biceps. I know you're thinking about a lot here, balance here through this single leg, and then of course squeezing through the biceps. But this is how we move in everyday life. Sometimes we're working single leg. So this is where building the stabilizers and balance and core are really coming into play. We're getting ready to switch. Squeeze it up for 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds, switch it over other side, shake it out. All right, roll the shoulders back. Get good posture here before we go. Bring that leg up, and it's 40 on. Squeeze, oh my. Now let me tell you, it is totally normal to have one side that is kind of like it's excelling at your posture and your balance and your coordination. And then one side that's like, hello, I'm just over here doing whatever I want to do. That is this side for me. It's a little questionable, but that's why we're doing this today. This is what unilateral training is so amazing at, helping you even out both sides. So both sides will excel at balance and stability. Woo, squeeze it up, hold it, squeeze. Here's 2 and 1. Nice job. All right, we're bringing it down. This is gonna be a good one. We're gonna go into a single leg glute bridge. Hold. with an opposite side chest press. So whatever leg is on the ground, the dumbbell is going to be in the opposite side. Now you can kickstand this glute bridge or bring that leg up, but we're gonna hold glute bridge and then press. So up, hold it. Now here we go, chest press. So leg that is up in the air or kickstanding is the same side with that chest press. All the way down, press, squeeze all the way up, let that arm tap the ground. Keep those glutes nice and tight. And I told you, we are gonna be working deep into your core muscles today to really tighten and strengthen through your midsection. And right here, all of the exercises so far, but you will really start to feel it deep in your core muscles. Keep those hips up, squeeze the core, and then feel it work. Whew. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 10 seconds. Bring it down, switch it over, other side. Opposite hand to opposite leg working. In 3, 2, hold it up high. And here we go, chest press. Whew. Exhale and squeeze. Make sure you're thinking about that armpit egg. All the way down, squeeze, crack that egg. Woo, get those hips high. My hips were starting to sag there. Double check those hips, make sure they're up nice and high. Working through that lower body as well as the upper body. And of course the core. Oh, this is good. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Breathe it out for 20 seconds. Oh, we're going into a good one now. We have got wood chop, a very functional exercise, especially if you chop wood, but either way, this is so good for the obliques and the core. You're gonna feel it in the arms and the legs, gonna get that heart rate up. 1 dumbbell here, going in 3, 2, and wood chop. Here we go, down and up. So let that dumbbell swing down, kind of twist through the hips a little bit there to give yourself a little bit more power and momentum, and then drive up, twisting. This one, you don't want to rush and you don't want the dumbbell to take you through the exercise. You want to stay in control, but you want to use that power, driving down, driving up. Think about that wood right there. Snap. Snap, almost there. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds. All right, other side. Going in 3. Here's 2 and 1. Same thing. Get that slight rotation, give you a little bit more power as you chop that wood. Nice and high, and then power down. Almost there. By the way, halfway mark through this workout is in 3, 2, and 1. Nice, all right. Woo, we got another good one. Moderately heavy, I'm dropping down to my 10 here. We're gonna do single leg or kickstand RDL to a rear delt fly. So again, opposite leg to opposite hand working. Hinge down, here we go in 3, 2, single leg RDL, fly it up. Hold it, back down. Now again, kickstand, keep that toe on the ground, but keep all your weight in this working leg. Now you feel that shake. Those stabilizer muscles are coming in to help fight that. Through the ankles, through the knees and the feet. Woo! All good stuff today. We got time, one more. Here we go, last 3, 2, and 1. Switch it over to the other side. 10 seconds and we go. Okay, in 3, here's 2, and 1. Single leg RDL, hinge it, keep those hips square, fly it. Good, back to stand. You really gotta stay focused on this. Take your time. Even if you get 3 amazing reps, even if you get 3 decent reps, that's all we need, because you can see there is some high intensity going on here with this balance work. So you don't need to try to get as many reps as possible. I want you to just focus for this 40 seconds. Doesn't matter how many reps, just make them count. Woo, last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, moving on now to our next exercise. I'm gonna keep this weight actually. We're gonna do a half kneeling front to lateral raise. So bringing it down to this half kneeling position. Now if kneeling bothers you, you can also do this standing. You'll get some more core work here with this kneeling position. So here we go, front. Now lift it out, side. Up. No swing in this. Again, keeping that core nice and tight, relaxing through the shoulders. Although we're working shoulders, we're not shrugging the shoulders and getting those neck muscles involved. And plus, that will strain the neck. That's not what we want. Not a good way to work the neck muscles there. Exhale with your lifts. Last one, forward and side in 3. Here's 2. 1. Switch it up, other side. So opposite leg forward, lifting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Lift it front and side. Trying to keep our arm pretty much straight the entire time through our lifts. Lift and squeeze, we're almost there. All right, we got time. One more front, one more side. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice. All right, we're gonna keep it down here on the mat. We're gonna go on to, I wanna say on all 4s, but it won't really be on all 4s because we're gonna keep one leg out. We'll be on all 2s, but not standing. So leg out, holding the leg up. We're gonna do a tricep kickback from here with that opposite arm, and let's begin. So lift it, control it in nice and slow. Hold it up, squeeze it. I want you to feel that tricep, and down. So this is really engaging those deep core muscles. Exhale with that squeeze at the top, and then in. Whew. Oh, this is feeling good. Almost there. Last one, hold it up with me for this tricep kickback for 3, 2, 1. Whew. Okay, nice job. Switching it over to that other side. So opposite leg up, opposite arm kick back in 3, 2, and here we go. Kick it back, hold it for a second. In, exhale. Squeezing through that core as well. Keep that belly button in, spine long. And then squeeze right here through the back of the arm. Try to keep those hips square, shoulders square. You don't want to roll open. Oh my, this is feeling so good. Hold it up with me here. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, we got a challenge here, and then I've got a modification too. We're gonna do a plank with a cross body knee pull. So if you can do this standing, follow that modification standing with that cross body pull. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pull in. Now let that toe stay on the ground, arm stays out. You're just crossing, squeezing. Again, nice and deep through those core muscles. Hold the squeeze. Oh, geez. Really taking that knee, squeezing, crunching. Almost there, last, hold it. for 3, 2, 1. Okay, other side. Breathing, let's bring it up into plank. We go in 3, 2, arm out, and here we go. Cross and squeeze. Trying to keep those hips as square as possible. I know I just want to roll all over the place, but I have to. Woo! Keep it under control here. And out. Oh. Can I give you some good news? We have 1 exercise for each side after this. So we are getting so close. And then of course, our finisher that I'm gonna share with you. All right, last 3, squeeze, 2, 1. Everything is shaking. Okay, we're gonna keep with that same structure of on the ground. We're gonna do a single arm fire hydrant. So opposite arm to opposite leg. We're gonna take it out into the fire hydrant. So arm out, going opposite leg here, and fire hydrant. Lift and squeeze, hold it up. Now bring it down. We're gonna go slow on this one. Up, squeeze, and down. Up, squeeze, hold it. Whew. Now, the challenge here, not the finisher challenge, but a challenge for the week that I want you to think about. Think about different things you do in your everyday life where maybe it's not exactly the same, but you can see that your training has made something that might seem weird easier. Whew. Last 3, hold it up for 2 and 1. Other side, press it back. All right, opposite arm out. Last time here, arm out, fire hydrant, and we begin. Hold it up, remember, and down. See, when I'm thinking of this, my first thought is, this is where life comes in. Okay, the kid's got a ball stuck in the bushes, and now I gotta go try to maneuver my way in to grab the ball on my tippy toe here, on my knee, whatever it might be. So that's how I'm seeing this exercise, as something functional. It's gonna help me keep up with the kids. Woo! Almost there. Our challenge today is gonna keep it in the glutes. You're gonna see that glutes finisher come up. Hold it up with me for the last 3. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Woo! And glutes are all about functionality. So today's finisher that pairs perfectly with this is our glutes finisher challenge. Go take the challenge. We're gonna get strong. You know we are getting stronger, and it feels so good. I love you so much. Thank you for taking 20 minutes to kick butt with me today. You are the best. I love you, and I will see you over at the glutes finisher.